Democrats of Denton County, and I said, okay, I'll do it. And I eventually ran for president because Beto took our president. He went to go work for him. I get it. You got to eat. Um, and so my relationship with Jordan, I think, I was older, definitely. I had two kids. And fun thing, Candace was our advisor. So she was just telling us, like, don't do dumb things. And I served with George as well. And I was the older person. And so these they're very much adults, but they're like my babies. They're like, in my heart. And Jordan was our parliamentarian. And so that's just one of those people that tells you all the rules, helps you conduct your meetings. And Jordan did that for me. And that meant a lot because I didn't know anything about politics when I showed up. And Jordan knew all of the people. So him and my friend Jen were responsible for making sure that the president of the Young Democrats of Denton County knew people. And so when I would go in a room, they'd be like, that's so-and-so, okay? So they made sure that your girl wasn't out there looking crazy. And so we forged that friendship. And I will tell you one thing about Jordan. Candace is right. If he tells you got something, he thinks you would be good in this space. It makes you feel good because I always tell people, now if Jordan told you that, like you might have a chance. But he's been doing the work. And so when he said he was going to run for office, that was one of the things that really made me come out with my pom-poms. It's got me driving from Louisville in the cold on a school night because he has been doing the work. And that's what we need right now. We need people that understand because they've been in our shoes. We need people who have actually been contributing to change the political landscape. And Jordan does deserve to be an elected official. You deserve to be an elected official, Jordan. I want to see that for you. Over the years, there's not been anything I couldn't ask of Jordan he wouldn't try to do. Advice. He's been a personal cheerleader for me, always making me feel like I could get it done. Even now, running for school board, y'all can't vote for me. But he was like, I'll support you in anything you do. And you're like he said I was his favorite candidate. So that's all I wanted to say about Jordan is if I had the opportunity to vote for him, it would be a no-brainer. And I wish you well, Jordan. I wish you well. I hope you have a blessed race. You deserve to sit in that seat.
Thank you very much. All right, Jill, I'm very excited to announce our next speaker. Former Denton Mayor Pro Tem and three-term councilman. Someone who's not running for anything tonight. Someone who's here to speak as a very close friend of Jordan Villarreal. My new friend, Paul Metzler.
Hey. Wow, nice to see old friends and some new faces. As you heard, as I served 3 terms on Denton City Council, now I'm behind the scenes with Abby Beck. We are the people behind the scenes at the Denton Luminary. How many people here have elevated the political discourse in Denton by writing columns for the Denton Luminary? I mean, including candidates, right? Nick, Angela, half a city council, Peter. So if you haven't read it, do. And I have just a unique kind of upside down view on Jordan because a lot of people here have been recruited by him because he sees talent. And I have just a unique experience that I felt that Jordan ought to work on my campaign when he was a college student. And it was the first campaign he ever worked on in Denton back in 2017 for Denton City Council. And something in him clicked. We all know that. It changed him, and he became just the living embodiment of the promise of democracy in a small city, that the people can speak back to the powerful. He's dedicated to it. He believes and has proven in race after race that you don't have to necessarily have the most money or the most connections. You've got to have the right vision and the zeal and the desire to serve. And he's brought that out in so many people, not just in Denton, around Denton County, and working for the Denton County Democratic Party and for LULAC. And you heard so much about how he works. I mean, I can just tell you some glimpses from the photo reel in my mind of Jordan Villarreal. I think of him, his car got in a crash. What most of us would do is stagger and get help. He staggered into the meeting he was due at. It's like, I'll deal with the car later. You know, I think of Jordan nearly getting pneumonia, putting signs out in one of our races. I think of Jordan, you know, when a lot of people just prefer to forget that we have a sister city in Mexico, Friendship City, Musquis. I think of Jordan driving the many hours there to bring basic supplies to people who had been flooded out in Musquis in Mexico. He is Mr. Behind the Scenes, and that's why it just thrills me to no end to share with you that tonight it's the time for Mr. Behind the Scenes to come out in front. It's time for Jordan Villarreal for City Council. Please welcome Jordan.
How's it going? Thank you so much for being here tonight on this chilly day. I really appreciate it. I'm Jordan Villarreal. This means so much more to me than you can ever know. Y'all, we all know each other. We have been to these events together. We've also been to the voter registration drives together. We've put up yard signs together. We've been to the public hearings together. One's going on right now. Every time there has been a chance for Denton to move forward, we've been there together. Any campaign can build a crowd. It takes time to build a community. And that's what we have here tonight, a community that I am so proud to be a part of. But tonight isn't about the past. As organizers and as leaders, we are called to live in the present and look to the future. Denton is growing. New buildings, new businesses, new investments. And a lot of that is good. But let's be honest, a lot of that hasn't reached everybody. We are still waiting on streets that don't fall apart. We're waiting on sidewalks that actually connect. We're waiting on potholes to get fixed and stay fixed. Not because the city doesn't understand the problems, but because we are not the priority. So, this is what I want you to know about this campaign and about my candidacy. You matter to me. Together, we're going to make District 1 important to this city. I'm done waiting. I'm done being told that we have to wait for another year, another budget cycle. When you elect me to City Council, you're going to see real practical change in our city, in our neighborhoods on day one. We're going to make sure that things will be built that would not have been built, things will be fixed that would have been broken for far too long. Because this job isn't complicated. We know what the problems are. Potholes, public safety, taxes, and of course, development. Those are the problems that we have seen across the city, and those are the problems we are going to address. But there's this bigger problem. The idea that we're living in a community that's going to be sold off to someone else. A developer is going to come in, not your kids and not your grandkids. On council, I'm going to solve these problems. We have resources, we have know-how, and we have the opportunity. The work starts here today. I could stand up here and talk about what's going on down in Austin. I could talk about what's going on up in D.C. I could talk about all the fights everybody sees on TV when they go home at night. None of it pours a sidewalk. None of it builds community. You don't need a city council member who's going online to win somebody else's fight. None of that builds the future any of us are looking for, where we work and share, where we survive and thrive together, with people we like in a place where we feel at home, a place we're hopeful about. We get there with elected officials who show up, who do the work, and who listen. And if we do the work long enough, we can build a future we're all proud of. I know talking about the future when announcing a campaign for a one-year special election seems maybe a bit premature. But talk is how big things start. Because people listen, the idea takes root, and talk turns into a plan. What's our plan for Denton? We stop treating our universities like neighbors, and we start treating them like partners. We build clear paths from classrooms to careers. We help people start businesses and keep them right here in Denton. We've got the resources, we've got the talent, and we've got the people who want to stay if we give them a reason to. Denton can be a city where a good job doesn't require a 40-minute commute. Denton can be a city where families can build lives and have roots right here. A city that rewards effort with dignity and a place for everybody to call home. I believe in this town, and I believe in y'all, the people who showed up on this frigid night to come hear someone speak about a local city council race. I have so much to be grateful for. I'm here to ask for your vote, but more importantly, I'm just glad I get to thank all of you so much in person for being here and for all the work y'all do for our communities. Before I wrap up, I want to once again thank y'all, the donors and the volunteers, for making tonight possible. Thank you to my mom and family for coming out. Thank you to Victor and Johnny and everyone, all my volunteers who decided to, spend their Tuesday night helping me out with this event. I want to thank my core campaign team, Peter Mungigera and Leslie and Billy Molina-Poor, for all their help. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a special shout out and thanks to my stellar campaign manager, Will Bass, wherever he's wandering around. Now, have some fun, food and drinks, stay warm, and let's get to work.
Get up here and talk to everybody while we have everybody here today. We have Nick Stevens. Nick Stevens, our local community advocate. I don't think we do. Nick Stevens in the house, no? Perfect. We're going to move on to our former Amarillo City Council member and our current candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives, Texas Congressional District 13, Mark Nair.
Hey everybody, I'm not talking long. I'm here for Jordan. I'm here because the fight is serious, the fight is real, and the fight starts with you. I know how difficult it is at the local level to get stuff done. I know how hard it is. And I know that we will only succeed with good people, and the people I've heard tonight. I am so privileged to be in this company with all of you. We got to stick up for each other, because I'm not kidding. The fight is real and it's here. And it's existential for the country. So thank you for letting me thank you, and thank you, and thank the rest of you. I appreciate a little bit of time. I came down from Amarillo, Texas. That's a little place way up there. I absolutely cannot believe I am shivering in the cold in Denton when it's snowing at my house. So thank you for your time, but really thank you, Jordan. And I really appreciate all the support you have to make the change here that goes all the way up nationally, because that's exactly what we need to do. So thank you, everybody.
All right, that's about it. That's about all we wrap it up. I feel remiss if I didn't mention the fact that for the first time in decades, the Denton City Council has 5 seats up for election. We have the opportunity in this upcoming municipal election to completely change the face and character of the City Council. This is an opportunity you don't want to miss. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you pick your candidates early and support them often, everywhere you can. We have some lovely candidates here tonight, and we have a wonderful slate of local progressives running for City Council. So please get out there. Don't forget that contributing to your local municipal elections is significantly more impactful than contributing to national or even statewide elections. Y'all, if you want to scan those QR codes on your picnic tables right there, you'll find a link to the website, and you can contribute to the Jordan Villarreal campaign. $100 goes a long way. It could mean the difference between seeing yard signs in your neighborhood and it's, comparatively insignificant to a presidential campaign. And that's just about it, guys. Thank you all for coming out. Again, it's cold. Make sure you get some warm food. If you want to go and spend more time downtown, feel free to. And if you want to come up here and take pictures with Jordan and some of our other candidates, feel free to do so. Honestly, he would love to talk to every single one of you right now. And you can probably lock him down here for like 4 or 5 hours. He can just keep going. I've seen it. So thanks again, y'all. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And we're going to do a selfie real quick. So make sure, if you could, try to get in. Yeah, over here. Try to fill in these holes. Yeah, we're going to do a selfie.
All right, everybody, just try to get in tight. Try to get in tight here. We're good. Thank you all for coming out. Don't forget to check out our food trucks. Grab yourself something to eat. If you need a drink, we have the bar that's right open right over there. So grab yourself.